Hello and welcome to BVParody. I am your host, Eric Randolph, and today our contestants compete to showcase their knowledge and quick thinking across a wide range of categories. Here's how it works. We have a game board with 5 categories. Today they are mythology, food, 2020 events, Washington State history, and science. Each contains 5 clues of ascending point value. The clues are revealed with the corresponding points will be awarded if they answer correctly. Contestants must buzz in, but remember, your response must be in the form of a question. The contestant with the correct response gets to choose the next category. Before we begin, let's meet our contestants. Today we have Jacob, Keziah, and Jake. Without further ado, let's get started. Contestants, are you ready?
Yes.
So far,
Absolutely.
ready. Let's go.
Excellent. Today, I think we'll let Keziah choose the first question. Where would you like to go?
Mythology for 100.
Mythology for 100. This Greek mythological character was well known for his might in his many labors, such as defeating the Nemean lion. Keziah.
Who is Hercules?
That is correct. It was Hercules. That was one of his, I believe, 9 labors. All right. Keziah.
Mythology for 200.
Mythology for 200. Known as the god of mischief in Norse mythology. I believe that was Jake.
Really? Okay. Who is Loki?
Who is Loki? That is correct. Loki, the god of mischief in Norse mythology. That'll be 200 points for you. All right, Jake, where would you like to go?
Let's go with Washington history for 300, please.
Washington history for 300. Washington is known for being the largest producer of this fruit.
Yo.
Jake.
Again? Oh, let's go. What is apple? What is an apple?
That is correct. Apple
Aw, man.
is it's
That
the
was so
right
simple.
answer. All right, Jake, where would you like to go now?
Let's do 2020 for 500.
2020 for 500. This Korean-based Netflix series is about hundreds of people pitted against each other in childlike games with deadly stakes. Keziah.
What is Squid Games?
That is correct. Answer was Squid Games, a show I have not seen, but I've heard is pretty good.
Very good.
All right, Keziah, where would you like to go?
Mythology for 300.
Mythology for 300. Regarded as the All-Father, he was born of the giant Ymir and led the rest of the Asgard gods. He is also known as Thor and Loki's father. Keziah.
Who is Odin?
That is correct. Odin is the All-Father. All right, Keziah.
Mythology for 400.
Continuing down mythology. Donned with snakes for hair, her stare turned men to stone. Keziah.
Who is Medusa?
That is correct. Medusa does turn people to stone.
Mythology for 500.
Finishing off
Yep.
mythology. This dwarf created Thor's hammer Mjolnir. Does not look like any.
Ah.
That is your time. Therefore, we'll reveal the answer as Sindri. He created Thor's
yes.
hammer.
Marvel movies.
Can get some points on the board. Come on.
All right, Keziah, since you chose last, where would you like to go?
Food for 100.
Food for 100. What popular condiment would you use as a base for a remoulade or a tartar sauce?
What
Keziah.
is mayonnaise?
That is correct. It is mayonnaise.
Okay.
All right, Keziah, where would you like to go now?
Food for 200.
Food for 200. This Greek dip or sauce is made of strained yogurt, cucumber, garlic, and other seasonings. Jake.
What is hummus?
It is incorrect.
It's chickpeas.
All right. The answer was tzatziki,
Oh,
Huh?
never heard of it.
a
Same.
Greek sauce.
No.
All right, Keziah, where would you like to go?
2020 events for 100, please.
2020 events for 100. In 2023, the social media platform Twitter was changed to this name. Keziah,
What is X?
that is in fact the answer. X, a silly name to be sure,
Silly.
but what it is called. All
Okay.
right, Keziah, where would you like to go?
2020 events for 200.
2020 events for 200. This video call / conference program became a staple during the pandemic, allowing people to hold meetings online. Jacob,
What is Zoom?
that
Nice
is
job,
correct.
Jacob.
Hey, I got some points. Let's
You're on the
go.
board.
The
I was gonna
first.
get shut out.
All right, Jacob, where would you like to
Let's do science for 300.
go? Science for 300. This astrological phenomenon can be found between the planets of Jupiter and Mars.
Go ahead, Jacob. Go ahead.
Keziah,
What is a black hole?
that is incorrect.
Darn. She's worth it.
Jacob,
Was an asteroid built?
that is correct. The asteroid belt separates Jupiter and Mars.
Huh, I didn't know that.
All right, Jacob, where would you like to go?
Let's do science for 400.
Science for 400. In mineral science, this scale is used to measure the hardness of gems and minerals. All right, the answer was Mohs hardness scale.
I wasn't going to say that. No, I'm glad I didn't say anything.
All right,
I've heard that before.
Jacob, this will be the final question for this half. So choose wisely.
Let's do food for 300.
Food for 300. A round, solid, holeless donut with chocolate frosting and pudding filling is named for the pie in which it mightily resembles. This pie is also the namesake of a major American city. Jake,
What is Boston cream pie?
that is correct. It is the Boston
Nice.
cream pie, one of my favorite desserts. All right, this has been an exciting first half for the game so far. Our contestants have successfully tackled about half the board. The scores being Jacob with 500 points, Keziah with 1,200 points, and Jake with 600 points. Now, after a brief intermission, BVP Parody will be back right after this break. Welcome back. Currently, we have Keziah in the lead with 1,200 points. There's still an opportunity for the rest of our contestants to come out on top. Without further ado, let's dive straight back into the excitement. Jacob, since you have the least amount of points, you get to choose the next category. What would you like to do?
Let's do science for 500.
Science for 500,
Let's get
coming
out of
out
the way.
strong. Diamonds are composed of this chemical element. Jake, sorry.
What is carbon?
That is correct.
Wow.
The answer
All right.
is carbon. With enough time and
Good job.
pressure,
Is
carbon
that a coal or carbon?
transforms
Coal's not a
into
mineral
Oh,
thing.
or its element. So.
All right,
good job.
Jacob.
I will do Washington history for 400.
Washington state history for 400. This migrating fish is well known in Washington and is considered a native symbol. Keziah.
What is salmon?
That is correct. The answer is salmon. All right, Keziah, where would you like to go next?
Food for 400, please.
Food for 400. This spice is derived from the crocus flower and is one of the most expensive spices in the world. Keziah,
What is cardamom?
that is incorrect.
Okay. That was right,
Jake,
What is saffron?
that is correct. The answer
Saffron.
is
It's
saffron.
expensive.
That's a spice?
Very
It's a spice,
expensive.
I
yeah.
feel that.
I'm surprised
I
I didn't
can't
think of
afford
it.
All right, Jake, where would you like to go next?
Give me food for 500, please.
Food for 500. These tiny legumes are the primary ingredients in the Middle Eastern dish of falafel. All right, the answer was chickpeas.
Of
Chickpeas?
course.
Chickpeas are the
course.
primary ingredient of
Ah.
falafel. All right, Jake, where would you like to go?
Let's do 2020 events for 400, please.
2020 events for 400. This Netflix series exploded in popularity and is a drama based around the game of chess. Jake,
What is Queen's Gambit?
that is correct. It is the Queen's Gambit.
It's a good show.
Pretty sure I actually knew.
It's a
I
good
knew
show.
it was Queen something.
Oh, I'd never heard of that show.
All right, Jake, where would you like to go next?
We will do 2020 events for 300.
2020 events for 300. In March of 2021, a container ship blocked this major shipping route near Africa. Jacob,
What's the Suez Canal?
that is correct.
Not the ship.
Oh,
Are we supposed to name the ship?
the answer was the Suez Canal.
You were right.
Oh. Oh, I thought they meant
Question
gonna say
was
the ship.
slightly
Never given.
I wasn't sure
misleading,
what we were supposed to say.
but I'm going to give it to Jacob
Huh.
anyway. We're going
Nice
to
I thought I misread the question at first.
move on since that's what we have
All
down.
right, good
All right,
job, Jacob.
Jacob, where would you like to go
Uh,
next?
Science for 200.
Science for 200. This gas giant is the furthest from our sun. The answer being Neptune.
Just said that in my brain.
Neptune, the
I was-
furthest
I was
gas
thinking-
giant
giant
I was
from
thinking
our
outside
sun.
the solar. I was thinking outside the
Oh.
solar system.
I would have said the sun.
Farthest from the sun.
Are you laughing?
No? All right,
I want to see you do better than this, Eric.
Jacob.
Science for 100. Just get over
Science
with.
for 100, finishing out science. Bones are known to consist of calcium and one other mineral.
I feel like I should know this.
Jacob,
Was keratin?
that is incorrect.
Oh no. Oh.
I think that's hair.
Hair scoop nails?
The other mineral is phosphorus.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
No shot.
no, that's a, no.
I've heard that before.
All right, Jacob,
Washington history for 500.
Washington
Alright,
history
big
for
one.
500. This mountainous volcano in Washington had a major eruption in the 80s. Keziah,
What is Mount St. Helens?
that is correct. Mount St.
This is
Helens.
rigged.
Rigged? Why do you say that?
Because
All
of
right,
Florida
Kez-
electric point.
Keziah, which one would you like to do now?
Washington for 2.
Washington for 200. This fair is held every year in Puyallup. Jacob,
What's Washington State Fair?
that is correct. It is the Washington State Fair. All right, I know it's a hard choice, but I need you to pick the last category.
Washington history for 100.
All right,
All right. 'cause
Washington
that's
history
it.
for 100 is the original name of Mount Rainier before it was named Mount Rainier. Jacob,
Was Mount Tahoma?
that is correct. It
Oh,
was
that's
called
why we got
Mount
stuff named Mount Tahoma.
Tahoma.
Wow.
'Cause there is no
And
Mount
with
Tahoma.
that,
Jacob.
our board is over. The excitement,
Congratulations
though,
on
is
third.
about to reach new heights
still
as we face our next challenge of the Daily Double and our final
Make a
question.
break.
Our contestants will wager an amount of points before seeing the clue. Will they wager big or will they play it safe? You won't know until we come back right after this break.
wager more than the points I
Hello
have.
and welcome back. It is time for our contestants to compete in our daily double. During the break, our contestants have written down the amount they would like to wager, with Jacob wagering 1,000, Keziah wagering 400, and Jake wagering 700. Now, our daily double question is, what is the world's largest desert? I will go from left to right. You will all give your answer, and then whoever gets it right will get the points they wagered. Whoever does not loses that amount of points.
Oh, wait, we're writing it? Oh, shoot. Wait, cents?
All right. Jacob, you answered Antarctica for 1,000, and that is correct.
What?
So, Jacob, you gain 1,000 points, bringing you to 2,000.
Wow.
Dude, none of us got that.
Keziah, you wrote the Saudi Arabia desert for 400. That is incorrect. You lose
Yeah.
400 points,
Dude,
bringing
just
you
one.
to 1,500.
Safer?
And Jake, you wrote down the Sahara for 700, which is also incorrect, which brings you down to 1,200 points.
Antarctica, though? Seriously?
And deserts are defined by lack of rainfall, and while it snows quite a bit in Antarctica, it does not rain almost ever.
Ah, trick
I
question.
mean, that
Yeah.
was a trick question.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
And with
Back to the question you said.
that, that will be now leading into our final Jeopardy question. It's the same rules as before. I will read you guys the question. You will have 30 seconds or so to answer it, and then you will wager an amount of points equal to what you have. So to go over it again, Jacob has 2,000, Keziah has 1,500, and Jake has 1,200. Now, the final question is, what crucial hair product appeared for the first time in 1960? You will have 30 seconds or so to answer the question, and then wager however many points you would like to wager.
Crucial hair product?
All right, contestants, let's see what we got. We have Jacob with conditioner for 200. Sadly, that is incorrect, bringing you down to 1,800 points. We have Keziah with wagering 900 points for Mama J's black hair.
Like a black
That is also incorrect. And finally, we have Jake with hairspray for 1,200 points, wagering all his points on this.
correct.
Luckily for him, he did get that correct,
hairspray.
bringing him to
on.
2,400
Darn it. I didn't think of hairspray.
points.
There's like a.
I was thinking
a
of
musical
something
or
else.
With
something.
that,
Oh, hair.
Hairspray
Jacob
musical.
is is our final winner with
Okay.
2,400 points. Thank you all for competing. You did wonderfully.
Okay, that was fun.
I'm gonna get
Today,
some Wendy's.
thank you all the contestants.
Dude, touche.
That wraps up another thrilling BV parody. Congrats to Jake for his win, and a big thanks to the rest of our contestants for competing alongside him. With a shout out to the media production program and communications program students that put on this entire show. Everything you see was all their hard work and effort. I have been your host, Eric Randolph, and I will see you next time.